And we are live on a completely normal Saturday. Everything is fine in the world. We're just going to open some comics. Nothing major. I have a buddy of mine who is joining me. Comic Books NYC. What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Copy with the C2E2 hat on. I love it.
Just another day in the neighborhood with
right.
dry hands. That's what we got.
Just a relaxing Saturday. It's raining a little bit outside. That's probably the biggest deal right now.
Yeah, so, raining here too.
Rain?
Yeah.
Are people dealing with that rain okay, or?
I don't know. I haven't seen any people today. So,
oh, right. Yeah. I'm lonely too, so thanks for joining me.
There you go.
I've got a bunch of boxes that have piled up since the beginning of this year because, as we were just discussing off air, when you have a YouTube channel, you tend to view every box that comes as content. I should make a video of me opening this.
Future content, exactly.
Yes, people will watch. I will get more subscribers. They will enjoy it.
So, yeah. What's that? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy? Or I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But being that I am me, that's even more unrealistic than it is for other people.
This is what, the most amount of boxes you've had since our Comic Books NYC takeover against...
I believe so. That
takedown of JB.
For those who weren't watching live at the time or haven't heard the legends.
The legends.
JB and I, Discovery Bay and I had a unboxing match, and I ran out of packages. I didn't have enough. He had more than me, of course, because if you've seen his room, you know he has got a whole pile of them.
Yeah.
So, but I had a secret weapon. I had a phone number for Comic Books NYC, and I believe that was our first live stream together.
Was it?
Tommy jumped in.
It might have been, yeah.
He jumped in and he took over. So real quick before we start, I don't want this to become like a woe is us, we're in a crisis thing, but I just want to shout out anyone who is, going through a tough time right now. A special thanks to grocery store workers, people who are delivering me food. Like that blows my mind that people are out doing that just because I need it. Every medical professional out there, thank you so much. Hopefully by the time this is over, all those people who have some of the jobs that we overlook in the world will get a little bit more respect. And tip your people. Anyone who's doing anything for you, tip them. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Kavi, if you have anything to add.
I took part in a 2 minutes of clapping / yelling out your window to thank.
Oh, that's great.
Thank healthcare workers and just the essential people literally keeping the city of New York alive right now. It's pretty insane. So
yeah,
thank you to them.
There are a lot of uplifting moments happening. And I do work in the news media, in the local news media, and we're doing our best to highlight those as much as we can because we know that even the people who are at home, a lot of people who are at home are having a hard time too. So, everyone stay positive and let's open some freaking comic books, shall we?
Yes, and I will say thank you to the postal workers who are bringing me the comic books to Chris Barrett's point in the chat.
Yeah, exactly.
FedEx and both FedEx, USPS, and UPS are all still delivering me stuff, which I badly need. So
yeah, did not mean to overlook postal workers, Chris. Tons of respect for them, and I, for one, am going to complain much less about any damage to my packages in the future because y'all are out there doing it. My next door neighbor is a postal worker.
I'm pretty lucky in that regard. I haven't had to deal with much shipping damage comics. So.
Quick shout out to the chat. JP's Budget Collecting.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, brother? TJ, he's been waiting patiently. He has very high expectations for this video, he told me. And I told him to lower them immediately. Because these are going to be an eclectic mix of literally like my weekly poll that I just got in the mail and other stuff that I'm intending for Comicgories on Monday, which I'm taking part in.
Monday.
Yeah, against J Hood Creative, Comic Head 84, and Bonafide Comics, I believe. So some of these that were deliberately purchased to fit categories that might come up.
Or whatever.
What's that?
You want to go bigger screen so we see the book?
Oh yeah, I will once we start. Just wanted to finish shutting out the chat. I don't want to overlook anybody. Scott Evans, what's up?
Scott Evans, what's up?
D-Runk was here first. He's saying he's first in my heart, which there's some truth to that, but I don't want to go that far.
84.
Right, so let's do let's do this. Okay, so this is literally my LCS offered to mail me my books for the week, media mail, and I said, yeah, go for it. Looks like you threw in some baseball cards. Leaf 1992 Series 2. Maybe we'll open that at the end or something. DC previews. He's probably just throwing that in any of them because they're just going to take up room in his store.
It's like the saddest previews magazine of all time. Like, I kind of want one as a collectible item. Is that sad?
Right? Totally.
Like,
yeah, the Marvel one too. Nonstop Spider-Man #1 is coming out, you guys.
Nice. Can't wait.
Someday. All right, we're staying positive. All right, ASM. What is this? 42.
42.
True Companions. ASM still in my pull, even though I'm not reading it. Don't ask me why. Detective Comics will always be in my pull because it's always good stories. Another Two-Face story. That's 1021. And I just love every time I get a new Detective Comics, I'm like, this is issue 1000 this. It's so cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. I stopped getting those physically, but kind of miss going to the comic shop in general. Like, it's been like over a month.
Get back on board, man.
Now I have no choice.
Plenty of room. Wolverine #2.
Nice.
I finished the first half of Wolverine #1 last night.
I really liked Wolverine #1.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I read it digital. I have physical copies. I read it digital, but I got to read Wolverine 2 on my iPad tonight. Later, maybe.
Good man. And X-Men #9.
Nice. I'm behind on that. So
a lot of people feel there was a bit of a lull in the storytelling with these Summers Family Barbecue, etc. But
I'm on issue 8. I think
this title has picked back up big
it?
time. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Well, I really liked the issue where like Nightcrawler said he's like I have to start a religion for mutants. That whole issue with the sacrifice or whatever. Remember that issue? What was that? 7?
Was it the what do they call it, the Crucible or whatever?
Yeah, the Crucible.
Yeah, that was interesting stuff.
I like that one. That one was
cool.
kind of like cool to me.
Something I like
the
to a point where you think you've seen everything, and
I like Nightcrawler issues in general with X-Men.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Kenny was asking about Nonstop Spider-Man. Yeah, that's a real thing that's coming out from Joe Kelly and Chris Bocciolo with a David Finch cover. It is promising nonstop action and nonstop adventure, so kind of sounds like it'll be worth your money. Okay, moving on. Well, you never like to see this.
Yeah, I saw that in your picture that you shared, and I was like, whoa, that one looks sketchy.
There are 5 Do Not Bend stamps. I'm not going to show you the other side because it's got...
Is that a print, or is there a comic in there?
It's a good question. I believe I ordered a comic, so... and it's kind of a fun one, if I remember correctly. I don't know that it's going to matter too much to me the shape this is in. I'm not ordering modern comics trying to get 9/8, but I still don't want anything damaged. Thought I had opened this one, but there's extra tape. They did a great job on the inside, you guys, but not on the outside. I don't know why they're having all this extra tape. How are we doing in the chat? Chris Barrett said he enjoyed Amazing Spider-Man 41. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, I read that a couple nights ago. Got to read 42 then. Still reading it. Still putting up with it. I mean, I guess it was a little bit more enjoyable than more recent issues, I guess. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Is he still hanging out with Boomerang like crazy?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take this one out so you can see the full glory of it. We've got Lady Cop. First issue special number 4. This is purely a Comicgories possible category.
Speaking of which, your
$5.
your competition has arrived in the chat, J Hood.
Hello, J Hood. J Hood gets a free pass today because he called me handsome on his on his show earlier, which kind of took me by surprise. I didn't know he felt that way. He called me handsome in a heterosexual way. I don't know.
All right, I'll have to catch that.
We need to
I'll have to catch that on
that,
the rewind. I woke up at like noon today, so.
Yeah, he was talking some real shit this morning, J Hood, as you would expect.
Hey, Sam, I am. What's going on, my friend?
Anyway, if there's a law enforcement category, it's over. It's over, guys.
Nice.
That's a Dick Giordano, I believe, cover. So
cool.
Just a fun, quirky book. I like to have fun, quirky books in my collection. Like I said, these aren't bangers necessarily. So, all right, what else we got? Oh, this one's pretty cool. Great packaging, Gemini mailer. Thank you. From Quality Comics in Montgomery, Alabama. Neighbors of Big Will.
Just gonna compress air my workspace for a little bit.
Oh, the world we're living in right now, man.
Yeah.
It's good times. All right, Commandy, the Last Boy on Earth, number 32. I said I wanted to add some Kirby to my collection. I will literally be doing that because he's on the cover. On the bottom there. There's photos inside.
Sweet.
Of Jack Kirby and others. So, Commandy's a fun story. I like adding these books to my collection. Commandy number 32. 50-cent book. 50 center as
it's an underrated title.
I think you would say.
I think it's a cool title.
All right. Another very slimly packaged
all right.
book. Oh, okay. Yep. So I enjoy date stamps, you guys. And I will buy a book if it's a cool cover and it has a date stamp. I'll buy it if it's cheap.
Oh yeah.
Because I just feel like that's a fun little piece of history.
Do you like dates, like pen date stamps, or only like the stamped kind, like if a date was handwritten or anything?
This kind with the
stamp.
Yeah, the stamp. Yeah, if someone just wrote on it, that's not as special to me. But House of Secrets. Someday I will own House of Secrets 92. This is number 74. So, it's only less than 20 away. So that's fun. It says July 15th and Levy. I don't know what Levy is. Maybe that's the person's last name. Maybe this was Eugene Levy's, the actor. Who knows? We will never know. That's part of the fun.
Nice.
Love the old ads on the back. Go full throttle with Wenmac. Don't even know what that means, but two of DC's greatest characters, Prince. Was that Rayman? Ramen. Stores are all out of ramen, you guys. Can't get it. And the Negative Eclipso. Powering through. Oh, they threw in something for free here. Maybe to apologize for the packaging. I don't know.
J Hood's talking trash about date stamps.
J Hood is. The Devil.
The Devil.
You know what I'm finding? When I started collecting comics again in 2017, I thought everyone would be on board with signed comics or date stamps because, in my opinion, they just add to the comic book and they don't subtract at all. But some people are like, "Hey, you're screwing up the comic book," and I've come to understand that as a legitimate way to think about it. So
I'm not big on signatures for Golden Age, but on any other age, I don't mind signatures. I kind of like signatures.
Yeah. Here's the throw in. It was Star Comics Inhumanoids, number 1. Big chunk missing from the back cover. Or maybe it's just folded under. I don't know. It's just folded under. So, it's free. Little thank you note.
Nice.
Freebie fun pack. And 2 baseball cards. Who did we get?
Wait. Show that little note thing again. Did that say Fuzzball Times on it?
I think so. Yeah, subscribe to the Fuzzball Times.
So that is the Koch Comics warehouse in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
That's the warehouse that I go to and did that whole video on and whatnot. It's literally one of the places I go hunting for, usually on occasional weekends and whatnot. So yeah, that's the Koch Comics warehouse in Brooklyn.
Well, you should let them know that Gemini mailers are a great thing. Steve Lyons.
I've never bought from them online because they're in Brooklyn. So that's interesting. I've never actually seen them package anything.
My card collection's really taken off today, guys. And of course, Dwight Evans, who...
Oh, wow.
Come on, focus. It doesn't like Dwight Evans, you guys. Anyway, he played outfield and first base, it says. So apparently my camera only likes comic books. How are we doing in the chat? D-Runk, not a fan of the date stamps. And JP informing him that he's wrong. He's just wrong. Wrong. Okay. Oh. Any fans of Luke Cage?
Sure.
Oh, okay. This is an eBay seller who was doing a buy two get one free type deal. It's way too well packaged, but let's see if I can click the. Yeah, so I picked three sort of Bronze Age-ish, I don't know, $10 to $15 books.
Nice.
Captain America 200, which I think is cool just because it's Captain America and it's number 200.
That's cool. Yeah.
This is maybe not the best exclamation on the front right now. America will die. That's maybe not the best timing to open that. But sorry. Okay, this one I just wanted because it's the first reference to the movie The Empire Strikes Back in comics, which is by a mile my favorite Star Wars movie.
Nice. I love that one.
So I thought that'd be cool to have in the old collection. This was the slightly more expensive one. The first of the two Luke Cage versus Dr. Doom comics. This is number 8, Hero for Hire number 8. When I bought this, I thought it was the full story, but realized that it continues into the next issue. The green hood here, of course, is Dr. Doom, and he's very upset because Dr. Doom owes him money, and you know what? You got to pay. You can't just not pay people the money that they're owed. And I think I support Luke, and he's a man of principle. So another Gemini mailer. I believe this is the other. Yes. This would be number 9. The actual confrontation. These covers are just.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Quality stuff.
I really like the trade dress in Hero for Hire, too.
Yeah, it's big and bold and just.
I love it. Yeah. It's awesome.
And I love that Luke's just. He's got the big yellow boots and the. Is that a tiara headband type thing? J Hood was commenting on my bandana that I was wearing the other night after my workout. So he thinks I should wear it again. I don't disagree. Intimidation factor, you know? So that was from I Like Comic Book.
I Like Comic Book.
Yeah, he just likes one comic book.
He went the other direction that I went.
You don't have to like every comic book. I mean, it's unrealistic, you know?
Comic Book NYC is out there.
That's right.
I just haven't met him.
Right. But if you did, I'm sure you'd get along real well.
Wonder what his one book is.
There's someone out there called Bears Rockin' Comics.
I know, I see that guy. I think he engages with my Instagram.
He's pretty cool.
It's cool, dude.
I think we were in a chat together one time, and we're like, "It's a double bear chat now. Watch out, everybody!" All right. So recently, my LCS owner, the same guy who shipped me the other books from the beginning of this, hooked me up with a cover price copy of Hell Arisen number 3. And since I'm, for some stupid reason, I've started to feel like a completionist and wanted issues 1 and 2. So I went to the Texas one, My Comic Shop.
My Comic Shop.
Yeah. to get these.
Lone Star.
Yeah, because they were more
Their real comic shop name is cool. I like Lone Star. It's a cool name.
Yeah, very cool. And these are very reasonably priced as compared to eBay, where a lot of people seem to be trying to cash in on the fact that number 3 goes for money,
right,
and acting like the first 2 were somehow key. But the art looks really good. It's James Tynion, who I like his stories, so now I can read them all because I got all 4.
Have you been reading Something Is Killing the Children? I started reading that. It's really good.
I have number 1. I thought number 1 was pretty good. And I'm probably just going to read the rest of them digitally because
that's what I've been doing. I've been reading digitally. Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm not huge into like horror titles, like modern horror titles even, but that one I like a lot. So
yeah, there was some good Jay Lee cover art on one of those, and the other one was Jenny Frison. And
yeah, I got all the Jenny Frison ones. I got to show those in my next haul. So. Yeah,
it's easy to invest in those when there's like an all-star roster of talent, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right,
yeah,
2 more.
Sam's in the house. Sam's Tangled Web.
Hey, what's up, Sam? So these last 2 are from C2E2. They are books that I had previously.
C2E2. What's that?
And that was a comic book convention.
Comic book convention.
Yeah, it's like this. They just rent out like a huge space, and then they have artists and dealers and just all sorts of people come, and it's like nerds just get to hang out. Super cool.
Yeah.
I recommend it highly. But I brought this company CGC is there, and they will. Well, y'all know. I just wanted this reholder because it was one of the old cheap holders.
A little jealous.
Yeah, little double sign there on the back. This is becoming one of my favorite stories. I'm in the third trade right now. Getting caught up. I won this in a raffle.
You got so much more good stuff to go. Then it's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm jealous. And I already reread the series a second time all the way through. So I got a long wait till whenever this next issue.
It's that good? You read it twice.
It is that good.
Well, then that's a good enough endorsement for me.
That's a first print. You won in a raffle with the
double. Yep.
I knew you had that, but I forgot that you won in a raffle. Damn.
Yeah, it arrived in a case that was one of those old flimsy ones where it doesn't have the page color under the number.
Second gen case, right?
Where you feel like if you wanted to, you could just pry it open.
Yeah. Second gen case sucked.
I'm like, we need to fix that. So I did, and it's back. And as a bonus, this would work as a white cover for Comicgories or a parent and child cover. All sorts of.
Yeah, I think white cover has been used before, though. Are they still not repeating categories, or are we back?
I've seen them come back every now and then, but I think they wait a certain amount of time.
When I was on the show, I had white cover against JP, I think.
You were one of the first ones to compete, though, weren't you?
I think so. Like the first couple shows.
It feels like a while ago. God, that's a beautiful book. All right, I don't really do the auction or the raffles anymore, just because you lose so many of them. It seems like the books they're putting up on Facebook right now aren't the best.
Barrett did this amazing commission for me of Alana from Saga. Did I ever show you that?
That's a solid commission to request.
I know. Like he had to do a couple attempts because it's not something he was super familiar with at first. And he gave me one of the first attempts also. But the final product he gave me was awesome. It was great.
She's an awesome character. She's a total badass. Okay, and this one I wanted the special label and a reholder. This was an AOK from White Whale Comics.
Yeah.
Glare issues today, but I definitely wanted the New York Skyline Spider-Man label.
Nice.
And that's, to me, honestly, that's worth the price. Even if it was just that,
Yeah.
So, Scotty Young cover, ASM 611. Wow, the glare is extreme today.
Slab glare is tough. Never apologize, though, according to Bub's comments.
Yeah, I was careful not to say sorry.
I always apologize by accident.
You got some Liefeld feet on those guys. Ankles are optional in this world.
It looks like the feet of the droids from the Star Wars prequels.
Yes. So another thank you to Alec, White Whale Comics, for this amazing gift. The story behind this one is he was having one of his marathon auctions that he used to have back in the day, and after this did not sell for a buy it now, I lowballed him because I thought our friendship was at the point where
that might have been one I was on.
You might have been.
Yeah,
you might have been. Yeah, that might have been the one where you didn't you buy like a giant size X-Men or something from?
Oh, well, that was the charity
I Got
auction.
Issues.
Was that at the charity?
Yeah,
was that the charity auction? Yeah,
I think it was a charity auction. But anyway, this didn't go. I knew we were good enough friends that he wouldn't be offended by my lowball offer. He declined respectfully, and then about a month later he just sent me this. So he pretended he was sending me his book, Missing Pieces, that he did himself,
right?
And he just included this. So Sam, I am correct. It is Bob Probert on my shirt. Feeling a little nostalgic today. R.I.P. Bob Probert. Man, that was a while ago. Blast from the past. So that's my haul, guys. Do we want to open up this Leaf baseball cards thing real quick, or?
Sure. Oh, is it an open pack?
Yeah.
Is it open? Nice.
1992. You know, very very low print runs back then on baseball cards.
Who is the big rookie of baseball in 1992?
I don't know. Was it like Frank Thomas or something?
I'll do a quick search. MLB rookies, 1992. Mike Piazza.
Miller.
Mike Piazza is the best, the biggest one probably.
Keith Miller. Dale Murphy. He was good, right?
Yeah.
He was good with the Braves, and then he went to the Phillies. Jose Mesa. Orioles pitcher. Dan Pasqua. I definitely remember having some of these cards back in the day. The design was a little bit mundane. Orlando Merced.
Chris Barrett's tossing you 30 cents for any Yankee players.
Danny Jackson. Why can't I? Where's the sweet spot here? There it is, right there, maybe. Danny Jackson. Chad Kreuter. Tigers. Go Tigers. Rough times for the Tigers. Bernard Gilkey. Rick Sutcliffe. He was good. He was a Yankee at some point. I know that. Rick Sutcliffe. Jim McNamara. Some of these just have random gold foil on them. John Doherty, don't remember him.
Don't remember any of these guys.
This is a crap pack. I'm going to have to complain. Deion James. Yankee. Oh, that's a Yankee. 30 cents, was it?
So that was the Koch Comics warehouse that threw in all the baseball cards, including the pack?
No, this was my LCS.
Oh, that was your LCS.
Yeah, he's always got some cheap baseball cards sitting around. Mike Fitzgerald.
What's up, Joey Bag of Sevens?
Mike Stanton. And we all remember Ruben Sierra. He was good for a bit there.
Sierra, yeah.
I think he was a Yankee too at some point.
Yeah. Maybe.
Not at this point. All right. Like I said, Comicgories Monday. I don't know the time. It's hopefully after I'm done with work, or else I won't be participating. But I'm looking forward to that. J Hood and Kenny and everyone else in the IG chat have been awesome. What are you laughing at?
I love the shade at that pack of baseball cards in the chat. Sam's like, that might be the worst pack of baseball cards ever. Chris Barrett says 30 cents for any of those is overpaying.
Yeah, listen, they're not wrong. You know, they're not wrong. See if is there anything special that I missed in the chat.
J Hood says it's at 9:30.
J Hood always talking crap. Those character labels are cool. What do you mean by that? Okay, 9:30, awesome. Kenny says it's going to be a slobber knocker. I believe it will be. J Hood is downplaying his abilities a lot. You can clearly see his strategy. He's talking about what a slow thinker he is, which is complete and utter BS. Once the lights go on, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, and he's doing the thing that Brett Favre used to do to the Detroit Lions all the time, talk about how great they are beforehand. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work because I literally, you know, I'll show you guys. I have literally got a cheat sheet going.
Oh yeah, I saw just a little sneak peek of this.
With all these categories, like potential categories that I've just imagined. I don't know how it would even hurt me to like show this, right? Because like it's not like people are going to go out and get these books before Monday. You know, categories like flying, foil, food, forest, formal wear. You can see I have not filled in a lot of these yet, so I got to get working on that over the next 48 hours for sure.
Well, I heard J Hood was like doing practice runs or whatever. I got to catch some of those.
Yeah.
And you're doing this kind of crazy, like cheat sheet. So this might be the most work ever put into a match. It might backfire. If I'm honest.
It's not that hard if you have the CLZ app, honestly. Because you can just go through. It'll show you the covers of all your comics. Right, we're gonna hide this away. It'll show you the covers of all your comics. You can literally scroll through the covers and be like, that could be a category, that could be a category, and then you just add the category and the book to the list. So it's not that hard, but I will spend a couple hours tonight.
I heard that there might be a second episode of Comicgories next week.
I'm hearing that too, and I'm hearing that a special host is looking for category ideas. I don't know if I can reveal who that is.
Yeah, I don't know if the host can be revealed or not, but I am one of the participants, and I believe JP is also.
Okay.
But we're not facing each other. So.
Kenny says you cannot prepare for the Comicgories heat. That's true to a point. Joey Bag of Sevens thinks that I'm overthinking it. However, even if I am, I'm spending time with my comic book collection. So to me, that's the real bonus of being a part of this, is it forces you to actually go down into your boxes and look at what you have, which is fun, which is a good feeling.
Definitely.
Chris Barrett's dropping some news. Oh, look at this. Is he going on camera?
Wait for the stimulus check. Just do it. Let's do it now while we're all, bored. I want to see some Chris Barrett on screen. Let's do it.
Right. J Hood's asking me how many comics I have in my CLZ. 3,146.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's too many.
I can't really do CLZ. Yeah, I do GPA and Go Collect and whatnot, and to track the slab stuff, but the raw stuff I can't track it. I stop. It just got too cumbersome. It almost like made buying books on a weekly basis like too difficult for me. It's like I got to catalog everything constantly. No, can't do it.
Well, at one point when I was getting like 20 books a week at the LCS, I would just scan them in my car as soon as I got them. Like you can just scan the UPC codes or whatever. Yeah. So let's see. D-Runk only has slabs. And it also helps if you started doing CLZ right at the beginning and you don't have to go back and try to, redo old ones.
Well, my original system was just a Google document, that I started in like 2015 or something, which was not sustainable at all.
Boy.
And then, then I started with GPA and blah, 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 blah. I did Key Collector app. I tried cataloging everything, Key Collector app. That didn't work out because I didn't like the navigation or the pricing in there. So, I don't know.
All right, now everyone's letting us know how many comics they have. J Hood's at 9,000. Wow, considering how many we see when he goes live, he's only got a few around him. Where are you hiding them all, man? Show us these books. Sam Stengel Webb, he's got a little over 2,300. TJ's taking offense.
I don't know
the
how
fact
many
that I said there's too many comics.
I don't know how many comics I have. I know I have like 150-ish slabs. That number used to be higher than 300, and now I have like 150-ish. So So I've pared down quite a bit to get the books I really want to keep. The last few years.
Kavi, my eye keeps going to what looks like some original art behind you of a redhead of some sort.
Which one? Oh, the Mary Jane watercolor right there.
Yeah, can we? Is there a way we can see that? I don't know if I've seen that.
I can show it to you later if you want.
Okay, just show it to me.
I have shown it before.
I mean to put you on the spot.
I think I've posted it too to Instagram. So, yeah.
J Hood, really talking trash now. You'll see Monday night.
That's that was the Ben Harvey watercolor from the St. Jude's charity auction at New York Comic Con last year. So.
Yeah, Kenny's talking about organizing his collection. I realized that I did not have like alphabetical letter dividers in mind, so I'm adding all of those tonight. So, and
I put up that episode 1. You can't really see it. It's way in the background there. That Star Wars episode 1 movie poster that Bake the Snake AOK, like he gave that to me back there. That episode 1 movie poster. So I put it up there.
That's so cool. Man, Kavi's room is incredible.
Hard to see it. I mean, ridiculous. I started taking a lot of stuff off the wall and sort of redoing stuff on the wall just as a project to keep myself occupied. But I'm not done yet. It's going to take a few more days.
JP says he's very scientific. Yes, I believe that's true in so many ways. Chris Barrett has 3 short boxes and then some, plus a box of books for my mystery box. Joey's claiming that I can pick any random book and convince you it fits the category. I think you're thinking of Kenny on that one. I'm not the talker, which is why I feel I have to prepare so much and have a good book.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be that organized. I guess I'm just going to kind of wing it again. Like I was way over organized, I think, the first time, and there were a lot better choices that I could have pulled out for every round. Even though I did make it to the finals or whatever of that show, like there were better choices for every category that came up. Because I didn't organize it by like cover category. I organized it by title, by just the way I normally organize my collection. So you still have to then like think off the top of your head, well, okay, like how many Batman books fit that category, or how many Spider-Man books fit that category, or whatever it is, and that leads to 20 to 25 wasted seconds.
You overwhelm yourself.
Yeah.
And which is why the time limit is so interesting.
Yeah.
Because you have to, you got to know what you have, not only what you have, but what you like and what you want to talk about. Right. And honestly, when I'm not able to find a book, I'm just gonna have a little stack next to me of books that I just want to show people. Like, hey, I didn't find the one I wanted, but here's something cool for you to enjoy. I don't know. Anyway, we're all trying to just be as zen as we can about everything. Chris Barrett, I probably have 5 short boxes worth of books in my PC.
That's a manageable amount. I think I have 5 slab short boxes, so that's like probably the more important books in my PC. But I got a lot of raw short boxes. I think I've got 15, something like that.
And you don't. I mean, you're in New York City. You don't have like a shitload of room.
No, I do not.
You gotta prioritize.
No, that's true.
JP.
I tried. That's not true. I mean, I tried, but I feel like I had better options for the thing, and I just grabbed the first one that I came across while digging through while frantically searching. I just grabbed the first book that fit whatever category it was. Not the best book. I grabbed the first book that I could find that fit the category.
Okay, so that's kind of the Rob Wurst strategy as well, I believe.
Yeah, just to guarantee that I'll be showing something.
Exactly. There is that. There's different ways to do it, and as long as you can convince the chat, and you're not up against like an NWO person who's going to get automatic votes, you're good.
Hey, I'm an NWO person, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, TJ's got a whole room. He won't let me in his room. I've asked him if I can come over and look at it, and he's like, "Nope, it's not ready yet."
So close to the TJ Slab Dragon like shrine, and you can't visit it.
I'm like a half an hour away. I'm like, he's like, "I got to get it all organized." I'm like, "I will help you do that." Like, let's make a day of it. Like, he's like, "No, not ready yet." I'm like, all right. He's too busy hanging out with Patrick Stewart on Instagram.
There you go.
He's literally having a real conversation with Patrick Stewart, you guys. It's crazy. Ask him about it. He likes to talk about it, as would anyone. Bear is unwillingly in the NWO. We can talk about that. I don't know which one I would be.
So, like, he's a hostage?
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? Unwillingly.
I mean, that warms my heart and sort of terrifies me at the same time. So, all right. I think we're getting close to the end here. I wanted to keep this tight for anyone who wants to rewatch. Scott Evans is wondering if TJ's in too. TJ's in whatever he wants to be. Man, he's all of it. He's everything.
Yeah, he's gonna get the 2K slabs pretty soon.
Kavi, anything coming up you want to promote, man?
Well, I mentioned that possible episode of Comicgories Thursday, but I don't know all the details just yet. I got a haul video to do tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it. I guess I don't know. At some point, I'm gonna do a haul video of, I guess, books that, quarantine haul video, I guess, is the most accurate way to put it, because these are books that I've had to buy from various, YouTubers, websites, eBay, just a combination of Instagram also, just a combination of the way we buy outside of, local comic shops and cons and stuff to show. So I'm going to do that. I'm sure I'll come up with other stuff to do. It's going to be a lot of indoor time ahead here in New York City.
It sure is.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, stay positive. Try to support, if you can still support local businesses, please do that, because they're going to end up being in a real rough spot coming out of this. And just everyone just keep your head up, and we'll see you Monday night on Comicgories. Thanks everyone for joining us.